Well, it looks like 5 is our lucky number. Welcome back to the Flash by Night channel. I am TJ. We are keeping up with the comics, and the first comic I want to keep up with today is E-Ratic number 5 from AWA Upshot. And just to give you a small recap of the book we're keeping up with today, E-Ratic is basically about a young man, 14 to 15, who moves to this small town. He and his mom and younger brother, and he, unbeknownst to everyone else, has kind of electric-based superpowers that he can only use for 10 minutes at a time. After 10 minutes, he has to recharge for at least 24 hours to come back and use them. But that's kind of the burden that's on his shoulders. In addition to having that burden on his shoulders, he is an outcast from school, unlike his brother, who's a big football star already. His mom is unemployed, and they're having a really hard time financially, and so all of these things are swirling around him while moving to this town, which I call the creepy little town, because there are secrets being held in this town that are actually related to another AWA book called Resistance, which I feel like this book is going to make me go back and read. But to get into it, to get into where we are now, he's completely discovered his powers, has embraced his powers, and he saved the school using his powers once he came out to the public as a superhero. But now that he's come out to the public as a superhero, he's got to handle that responsibility, and he's also got to handle his I want to say girlfriend. I don't think they're girlfriend and boyfriend yet. They're working their way there, but he actually shows up to this football game because since his brother is the captain of the football team, of course the climax of this story is going to happen at a high school football game, and he shows up not to be erratic per se to save the football game, but he shows up because Kristen asked him to show up to this football game to kind of show off as erratic, to kind of show everybody the town's new superhero, as it were. But then things go sideways. The villain shows up to the football game, as you would think, and he has to basically thwart off the villain, and he gets a lot of help from others in the school. I won't tell you exactly how it happened, but I will tell you that if you read 1 through 4, the villain, there's a twist to this villain, and I'm not sure how to take it. The villain wants one thing, which is basically to make the whole school the same. He wants the school to be the same, the town to be the same, and eventually the world to be the same, one collective, one hive mind. But I'm not sure why this particular villain really cares about that. But all in all, it's a pretty good story. It's a pretty fun story. I like the character. I like the main character. I like the supporting characters. And, I kind of like his slogan. As you see him drop in to try and save the day, where he says he's 15 years old and he has 10 seconds to save the world. I kind of like that by the end of this story, he kind of realizes that responsibility and takes it on. The cute little love story that builds between the two characters kind of goes back and forth. I like that also. And so I would really suggest picking up this book. But if you have not read 1 through 4, if you're watching this before Monday, May 3rd or on Monday, May 3rd, then you can still order through FOC the trade paperback for issues 1 through 5 for $9.99, I believe. If you want to go ahead and check out the entire story arc, that's a cost-efficient way to do so. But I would suggest checking it out. Issue 5 wasn't a 10 for me, but the story overall was pretty close to it. I really enjoyed it. I hope to see a second arc. They kind of lean towards that way. I have very little doubt that they'll pick this up again, because I believe this is fun, really good concept, really good character, and yeah, I am looking forward to things getting erratic in the future. So you guys know that we can't keep up with indie comics without keeping up with 7 Secrets. And this is 7 Secrets, issue number 5 by Boom Studios, of course, written by Tom Taylor. That should almost say it all. But this is a really good book. Like I said before, this is my favorite indie book of the lot. I don't know if it's the art or if it's kind of the clean story they're telling. I don't have to guess at what's going on. I don't have to guess at who's speaking. It's fascinating, but it's simple enough for me to keep up with. And so that's why I'm enjoying this story. And issue 5 doesn't let me down. So we open up in the hospital with some of our heroes being looked at and checked on, because at the end of issue 4, we find out, we've kind of known, but we find out that Amon and the Seekers, which are our villains in this case, know a whole lot about the Order of the Seven, because Amon is closer to the Order of the Seven than anybody knows at this point. And we kind of found out the reason why is because he is closer than anybody knows to Tajana, the first keeper. He's closer to her than anyone knows. And Tajana is keeping this secret close to the chest. If you don't know, even if you're in the Order, if you don't know, you're not going to know. She's not telling anybody how she knows Amon, how Amon knows her, and why he knows so much about the Order. That being said, they know that after this latest attack, where the Seekers, even though they were unsuccessful, the Seekers attacked the Order on all fronts, everywhere around the world that the Order has established the base. The Seekers knew, hit it one time, the Order fought them off, but now the Order knows that they need to reorganize. They know that their secrets are out of the bag, and they can't just sit there and not do anything. And so what they plan to do is go to basically the hidden history of the Order, which even most of the Order members don't know. And they find a base in Switzerland where they can all go. And even though they don't want to be together, because having the secrets all in one space, because of course the secrets, as I said before, can kind of help to take over or destroy the world. So that's why that's the crux of the Order's mission, is to protect these secrets that could destroy the world. And one of the ways they did it was to keep the secrets separate. But now they are going to try and all go to this one base in Switzerland and basically use strength in numbers to keep the secrets together but protected. And what we find out here is that they don't tell anybody. They don't tell the pilots where they're going. They kind of piecemeal that. They only take holders and keepers. So they don't take a whole lot of personnel, just those that are necessary. So we can keep this a secret, because apparently there's a leak. And that also doesn't work very well. Because as you can see, one of the planes gets attacked on the way to Switzerland, to the base, and bad things happen. I won't say what bad things happen, but bad things happen, and I really feel really bad for some of the people that happen to. But at the end of this book, or close to the end of this book, one of the greatest panels I think that's been on this book so far kind of reminds me of the cartoon G.I. Joe movie. I don't know if everybody's seen it. I want to say it came out mid-'80s, around the time of the Transformers movie. And as soon as I saw the panel, like the theme song from the G.I. Joe movie rang in my head. I don't know the words to the theme song, but I'll say it sounds kind of like Cobra, Cobra. You know the theme song. Anyway, when I saw this, that reminded me of the intro to G.I. Joe when Cobra is descending upon New York, upon the Statue of Liberty, and trying to take over. And that's what happens. The Order once again shows that they are ahead. Not the Order. The Seekers show that they are ahead of the Order, and basically, someone somehow, and we still haven't seen yet, is letting the Seekers know what's going on with the Order, even down to the most trusted members. So will we find out what happened? Will we find out how the Seekers know about the Order? Even Amon has a twist going on with him, with the Seekers. You should see what happens to him at the end of this book. But it's really fascinating. It's really fun. Of course, I'm going to keep reading. Tom Taylor is killing. A lot of people say that XYZ writer is killing things. Tom Taylor is killing it with Seven Secrets. Seven Secrets #5, really good. As I said, I'm rereading Seven Secrets. As I reread, I'm bringing you my thoughts on the book, and I'm pretty much, marketing Seven Secrets to the rest of the community. I am asking you to check out this book, because this book is probably, and I know what you're going to say, this book is probably the best indie book on the market. In fact, it is, bar none. Hot take. Check it out. So that was another episode of Keeping Up with the Comics. Seven Secrets #5, E-Ratic #5. 5 is a live number for this week, reading indie books, indie titles. We are having fun here at the Flash by Night channel. I hope you did too. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with me, Keeping Up with the Comics, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all the good YouTube things. And of course, leave comments if you so choose. If you liked what you saw, if you disagreed with something, if I missed something, let me know. I'm here for the interaction. I'm here to hang out and be part of the community. And yeah, we enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I hope you did too. But as always, love yourself, love others, and I will be back in the flash.